Welcome, Logan. Thank you for taking time to meet with me today. We were really excited by your application and wanted to take this opportunity to get to know you better. Today we have 5 questions planned, so we won't take up too much of your time. Let's dive in. Why are you interested in our company?
Thank you very much for having me here today. And the biggest reason why I'm interested in working for you guys is because of your guys' passion for agriculture and especially with this job opening up, just being able to to build relationships with the people who are involved with it. As a person who comes from an agricultural background, I want to be involved with agriculture still and to be able to build good relationships with people and to have good connections and to help them out in this world, especially with agriculture being the #1 industry in the world and the fact that we need it in order to eat and survive. And it's kind of harsh that this world doesn't really take that into consideration with other industries, and they just kind of push it to the corner and just pretend it doesn't exist when in reality it does. So
Could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I come from a dairy goat hobby farm that my grandparents made a long time ago, and so as most egg kids, I grew up, worked on it, and then once I got to a little older, that I could go to school and stuff like that, obviously I was able to join other activities such as 4-H and FFA, and FFA was definitely where I got my love and passion for agriculture, where I was able to go and see other kids that were just as enthused as I was about it, and to be able to see what we can do with agriculture and how far we can go with it, with our career and like just our passion for it. And that was why I also became a region officer, which I was able to communicate my love for agriculture, and I was able to go out and meet people in my region who also loved agriculture, and to be able to help other kids take their few steps to be go and get their passion on why they want to be in FFA and to be in agriculture. So that's just kind of my life right there. And besides that, just normal kid with sports. And I was in other curricular activities as well, such as like robotics and BPA, Business Professionals of America, which that was another one I loved being in because it was able to help me with my career choice on being able to work on my little skills just to help me get to where I am today. So
We really like hearing that. What makes you stand out from the other candidates?
what I think that makes me stand out from the other candidates is my passion for agriculture, and also my past. As one who grew up with agriculture, I understand the hard times that they go through and the way that the world's been treating farmers. As I grew, growing up as one, being able to see the income on how it's hard to be a farmer, how much money you have to put in, the time, the effort, and just to understand that it's just a fun thing to be in, and not many people will see it that way. And I just always had a passion for it, and I want to be able to help those farmers and making sure that they get the right product that they need, that suits them, and to make sure that they're treated well, and to just build a good relationship with them and to be able to help them out. So that's why I think I would do a very good job at for my background, and just understanding what these farmers are going through, wearing the same shoes as them, and being able to help them out. So
That is really great. What do you think your biggest personal achievement is?
my biggest personal achievement would definitely have to be when I took a championship at Minnesota State Fair for dairy goats for showmanship. And the reason why I say that is because when in showmanship for just any animal, you need both your knowledge of the animal and just the basic fundamentals of it, but then most importantly, you also need to show that you know what you're talking about with your actions, of being able to show the animal in the ring, or to how to properly set them up and all that. And so that's why I think that was definitely my biggest achievement, because I was able to talk to the judge so they understood that I knew a lot about my animal, but most importantly, to be able to show in the ring why I deserved to be in first place, because I knew how to properly set up my animal, how to walk it, spent the time to care for it, and just to understand that in this world, that just because you talk that you can do something doesn't mean anything if you can't show up with any action. And so that's why I think that was my biggest achievement, because I showed both my brains and action I took to win it. So,
Describe a time you were unable to meet a deadline. What did you do? What would you have done differently?
a time that I was unable to meet a deadline was, I believe, back in high school, and I had to write a paper, and it was a paper where you had a month to write it, and of course you had all those little once a week check-ins where you had a rough draft, and I only rough drafted the first time, and I didn't touch it until the final day it was due. And of course the night before I procrastinated hard and quickly wrote up something and just full sent it, and obviously I didn't do too well on the paper, which it sucked, and I did not like that. And so after that paper, and for the rest of the papers, I didn't procrastinate once like that again. I took the time. I didn't procrastinate. I set up a time each day to make sure I got the stuff I had to get done. And because of that lesson, I was able to do it throughout college as well, especially with the online social distancing. I was able to make sure in the week, because I stayed home, I worked and also got my homework done at night. And my homework wasn't usually due until the end of the week, so the weekend. And to make sure I didn't procrastinate at all until Sunday night, I would do little by little each day, just to make sure I didn't fall behind. And it was a struggle, but I was able to maintain a good schedule and keep at it, and it was a good one. So
I believe that is all we have for you today. Again, we really appreciate you taking the time to meet with us. We will be making a decision in the next week, and we'll notify everyone by next Friday. Thank you, and have a great day.
thank you.